Welcome to today's In the Kitchen. It is hot outside here in Toronto and I think on the eastern seaboard. I know, welcome to Helene and Gloria, and I think it's Anne and Sherry. And, Sherry is in Michigan, so she is totally on that hot weather, as we all on the eastern side are. Very hot. The west, maybe not so much, and maybe a little bit of rain going on here and there. My brothers in Edmonton said it's mosquito time, big time this year because of all the rain that they've had. So we've had a lot of rain, but it's not like constant, and I haven't seen a lot of mosquitoes, but right now it's too hot for the mosquitoes. All right. So because it's so hot, we don't want to be spending too much time in the kitchen, getting the kitchen all hot, and we want something refreshing. I Watermelon is the talk of today, so we're gonna do watermelon three ways. We're gonna make a salad. You could just eat your watermelon like it is. That's beautiful. And we're going to also do some watermelon bacon, just out of curiosity for you. And I'm going to take the rind of the watermelon, which has a lot of nutrients in it, and most of us aren't eating the rind. Does anybody eat the rind? Does anybody eat the rind? If you don't, we're going to do a pickled watermelon rind that you can use to actually make use of the rind, because it does have a lot of nutrients in it. And we're going to cut this beautiful watermelon up. But before I do that, I think I want to do that first. What I'm going to do is, for the pickling, that's the only thing we're really cooking, is I'm going to start by taking a little pot, and we're going to make our pickling liquid. And what I'm going to do is put the liquid in here and then put it on the stove to simmer or boil just for a few minutes, and then that will be what we're going to pour over our watermelon rind. So let me do that. I'm starting with about a cup and a quarter of water. So I've got my water, and then I'm adding some apple cider vinegar to that. So that's going to be, I'm going to try half a cup. I did half and half for the pickling of water, 1 cup of water and 1 cup of the apple cider vinegar, and it's pretty strong. You can make adjustments to that if you want, as well. So the more apple cider vinegar you put in, the more the more acidic it will be, and it'll pack a punch. And I'm just going to add a little bit of some spices here. I've got, what am I going to put in? Ginger, cloves, and cinnamon. And I can really smell the vinegar already. Whoo, hoo, hoo. So I'm going to put in about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Where is it? Roughly. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. About a teaspoon of ginger. And my measuring spoons they don't fit in this thing, so I'm just gonna do a little. So add your ginger. I'm just using powdered. If you have fresh ginger, you could put that in. Same thing if you have cinnamon sticks, and I have a little bit of cloves. I'm just gonna add a dash of cloves to this. Boom, I smell those cloves. And so those are the little bit of spice that we add to it. Put this away. Just going to stir this up, and I just want to make sure I got all the stuff, because I got so many things and I always forget something. That's my thing. Cinnamon. Oh, maple syrup. Add some maple syrup to it. Where's my maple syrup? I got this little thing of maple syrup now. So you could do about a tablespoon or so. So I'm just going to put a couple of these in. And then I'll pick that up later. It's way gone under my kitchen table. So I'm not going to pick it up now. And then I'll have to wash it because I've got all my dogs here. So I'm going to put this on the stove on a higher heat, like not quite high, medium high. Just let it come to a boil. And while we're doing that, I wanted just to show you how I cut my watermelon. And this is the way I like. I think there's many ways. I like to, so it's easier to cut it if it's chilled. So if you have room in your fridge to put your watermelon before you cut it up, you can do that to chill it. And I like to cut it in half across the length. And then because I want to take the rind, what I do is I turn it upside down and I'm just going to cut off the rind. And while I'm doing that, how do you pick a good watermelon? So this is one, sometimes kind of a little bit like avocados. When you get an avocado, you kind of have to, when you open it up, hope it's the nice one. But what you can do is, for watermelon, if you see this little spot here where it's yellow, this is where the watermelon was on the ground. If that's a yellow or a cream color, it means it's riper. If it's more like a white color or a greeny color, that means it was picked before it was ripe, and it probably won't be as sweet and ripe. Another thing is to pick one that feels heavy for its weight or for its size. That's another way to test it. And then the one that I always like is to knock on it. So I'll do a little knock. And if it feels hollow in the sound, that's also a good sign that it's on the ripe side. And I've got a little piece here that I'm going to cut off.